I'm not happy. I don't think we should defer restrictions. And that's not to say that I am unaware of the climbing case numbers or the climbing hospitalisations, yes, if you want to text in, or the climbing ITU numbers. They exist. They're there. 25% of our cases in ITU currently in this country are COVID, and I know that. But irrespective, I would ask us, if we are going to extend restrictions, to what end? Can we keep living with sort of the idea of suppressing the curve and protecting the health service? The health service, by the way, is supposed to serve the people, not the other way around. The health service is there to protect us. We are not here to protect the health service, irrespective of how vulnerable or not the health service may be.
What happens if the health service... And look, I don't disagree with you. I do not want to see the restrictions.
I don't think we are at the point. I don't think we are at that point. I do not believe that.
Well, they're already very, very busy, and apparently there is genuine fears within the health service that if things were to get worse, and they could conceivably get worse, because as you were saying, we're heading into the winter.
This for a very long time, Shane Coleman.
Yeah,
700,000 cases, as I recall.
But the health service has been overwhelmed, or close to being overwhelmed at times, and we can't go back to a situation where people aren't getting treatment for cancer and so on. So, we need, I don't want to see it happen, but it is bizarre. What is absolutely bizarre, and what no one is explaining, and maybe we just don't know the answers. Why is our rate 3 times that of France, Germany and Denmark, 4 times that of Sweden, 5 times that of Italy and 6 times that of Spain? That is very strange.
I think there's twofold things influencing that. I think one is we are a northern European country.
So is Sweden, so is Denmark.
I think that might explain some
4
of
times
the outdoor living that they have had and all of that in southern Europe is that. But also we test differently here. We have PCR'd the hell out of this country constantly. Other countries are using antigen testing, which means they're only picking up infectious cases. They're probably picking up people with COVID. We don't really know what they're doing in Denmark or Sweden. In a 4-day window, and we're picking them up for 2 or 3 weeks. I'll tell you what I really think is this: I don't think it is acceptable any longer that we burgle the lives of our young people. I don't think it is acceptable that we took their education, took their social interaction.
We're not doing that at the moment.
That's what we're talking about.
No one's saying go back to closing schools or anything like
that. It's a spectrum, Shayna, of it's okay to live like this. We took their rites of passage. We took their occupation, their employment.
No, Ciara, I know that, but nobody is talking about going back to that. Nobody is saying we need to go back to that, or very, very few people. So what are we saying?
I don't think that anyone...
Well, we're just saying, do you go ahead on October 21st or October 22nd with the final opening of nightclubs and full capacity matches?
Here's the real question. If you don't do it now, and I sound like Boris Johnson now, which I don't particularly want to do. If you don't do it now, when do you do it? Because the chances... for those who say, when we get to the end of COVID...
We can't ignore... We can't ignore the potential problems in the health service. We just can't. We can't.
If we haven't fixed those problems, then our health service isn't fit for purpose.
Ciara, hang on a second.
Hang on. We've thrown.
Are you seriously saying to me?
Billions.
Hang on. Are you seriously saying we were going to fix the Irish health service in 18 months? Now that was never going to happen.
Well, hold your horses.
18 years, maybe. It's not. We're not going to do that in 18 months.
Nonsense. Are you saying to me that we've run a 20-something billion euro deficit and we weren't able to get a fit for purpose health service?
Absolutely. That's what I'm saying. The health services problems are way more intractable than that.
Look, let us know what you think. I don't think it is reasonable. I think to what end? I think we cannot live like this long term. I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's reasonable. I think we get on with things now. COVID's going nowhere.